They're claiming that 5 days later, on September 17th, you sent a $700 check, and that you sent it in a get well card. The get well card, it looks like it's included with your signature in the article. Have you seen it, and is that your signature?
I haven't seen it, but I can tell you, I send out so many get well, send out so much of anything. But I can tell you right now, I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid for an abortion, and it's a lie. And I'm going to continue to fight. I tell you, that's what they want. They want this seat.
I think somebody wants to see it. I think you want this seat, but I love it. Look, we're very used to politicians, especially in the age of Trump, being like, "Have I seen that tweet? No, I haven't seen that tweet. I can't respond to it because I haven't seen it." Well, hold on, look that way. Look right there, Herschel. It's next to you right now. Actually, you can take a look at it. You're looking into a preview monitor. It's right there, staring you literally in the face. But of course, he's going to pretend that he hasn't seen it, and he just routinely sends these things out. It's it's a standard thing. You send out a pray you get better card with a check for $700. Sabrina, normal stuff that you do.
It's just, the thing is, his voters, they're not even gonna care about that. There could be evidence right next to his face. And as long as he says, nope, never seen that, they're gonna be like, oh, well, he said he didn't, so it must be true. He didn't. He's totally fine. Let's vote him in, because they do not care about the evidence. They just want to see their guy win.
Yeah, I almost entirely agree with you, and I think that in this should be the death of him. But again, we have to remember this is a Republican candidate. With a Democratic candidate, if there's some sort of scandal, you might actually pull out. If you're already in elected office, you might literally resign. With a Republican, they were fine with Roy Moore, mostly. Now, bear in mind, he did lose, implying that there might be a couple percentage points of Republicans who, it's not like they're gonna take a look at this news about Herschel Walker and be like, oh no, I've been lied to. I supported this man and it turns out he's a liar. In the future, going forward, I will be more cautious about believing what these people. No, they're not gonna do that. But they might not be super thrilled to vote. They're not gonna support Warnock or whatever, but they might not go. That maybe will be enough. I don't think that he's gonna lose endorsements. I don't think that Trump is gonna switch over or anything. Maybe a couple of people won't go out to vote, but that was just about the card. There was only one piece of the evidence. Well, what about the check? That's pretty damning too. Let's see what he has to say.
What about the $700 check? Is there anybody you can remember sending that much money to?
Well, I send money to a lot of people, and that's what's so funny. And let's go back to my part. I do scholarship for kids. I give money to people all the time because I'm always helping people, because I believe in being generous. God has blessed me and I want to bless others. And I got into this race because I'm a Christian. I love the Lord Jesus Christ. And I always tell everyone that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So whoever has been out there want to lie on Herschel Walker, you're lying on the wrong one.
Okay. So I just send checks to everyone. You know me, I'm just always sending $700 checks to random people right after they have a nearly $600 medical procedure. Okay, maybe someone listening believes this, but if you aren't persuaded by that, and he appears to think that you won't be, he does have a more traditional defense, and that is just take all of Christianity and just wrap myself in it. And now I'm the Pope. I'm the Pope. You can't be mad at me. I did something for kids once, and also I know a quote from the Bible. It doesn't matter if I don't live my life that way. That's not what Christianity is supposed to be about. It's about using it as a weapon to bludgeon your critics. And that's what he's doing. He's whipping out the one quote that he knows and talking about weapons of the Lord and all that. Okay, Sabrina, it probably will work, honestly. These are people who are very easy to fool, and they're used to people like Herschel Walker scamming them in these exact religious terms.
Was he trying to imply for a second there that check was meant for a scholarship? And that, who was the scholarship supposed to be even for if that was the case? Clearly not the fetus, because that's, out the window. But I mean, what was he thinking? It's just, he's just saying buzzwords. Happy thing, yes.
are you sure that he hasn't sent you a check for 700? Because he sends a lot of people checks. I think I got one for 50 bucks. And I remember thinking, I don't know this guy. Why is he sending me money? But I cashed it. I cashed it.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well at that point. But
doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Nope.
And that was his first go. Like the second the news came out, Sean Hannity's team was like, oh God, we gotta protect this guy because that's our job. So we're gonna bring him on. And that was what he was coming with. And I don't know if everybody noticed, the dude looked like they'd caught him, I don't know, a couple drinks in, or maybe just too stunned by the news. He had this defeated posture. He had an absolutely dead look in his eyes. This did not look at that. This is not a person who's fired up because he's enraged that someone would lie about him in this way. I mean, after all, he has a passionately, honestly held position on abortion. And for someone to question that based on no fact, he looks like a guy who's just like, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta say? Am I senator yet? Do I get to be senator? Am I the ambassador? That's what it feels like to me. And it sucks that it's probably going to be convincing. I mean, Sean Hannity got those terrible answers to his questions. And do you know what he moved on to next? He was talking about something about the state and he's like, hey, by the way, you have a field named after you, don't you? Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares if he has a field named after him? He has abortion in his wake and you pretend to care about that. But he was moving on. Now, that said, yeah, no, he has some fields because he was an athlete. What that has to do with him being able to control people's bodily autonomy, I don't know. Sean Hannity wasn't really explaining, but that's what he turned to.